Sweet as, let's swim. Welcome back to a CrossFit swim, guys. Great to see you today. Hey, starting the beginning of a new program specifically concentrating on CrossFitters and getting CrossFitters to swim better. You know why? Because the majority of you CrossFitters swim really poorly. We're going to start nice and super simple today, and it's getting our body position correct. It sounds ridiculous, but CrossFitters, triathletes, you all swim the same. You jump into a swimming pool, you do laps, you set a goal of maybe swimming 1,000 meters or 30 minutes, and we achieve it and we get out of the pool and we move on. We're not working on the things that we would work on in the gym, like technique when it comes to doing a snatch. We're not doing part learning versus whole learning. We're not doing overhead squats, which we know correlate very well to the snatch movement. So to work on body position, we have to know how to float properly. And yes, it's a skill that most of you need to start practicing. So I'm just going to go through two really simple floats. One float, hands at the side. Second float, arms extended out in front. Okay, the main goal here is getting that spine nice and neutral, which means eyes at the bottom of the pool, neck nice and flat, somewhat engaging the core, and then really trying to press down through the sternum, through the chest to create a nice balanced seesaw or teeter-totter. As soon as we lift the head up, the hips are going to drop. One thing that's really important to remember is, especially you CrossFitters with your big shanks, your big leg muscles, we don't need to learn how to float stationary, because what will happen is your legs will probably sink. Okay, what we want to do is we want to float with a little bit of momentum. We want to make sure we either push off a wall or push off the bottom of the pool to get some forward momentum. So the first drill or the first floating skill you're going to work on is a simple float with the hands at the side, looking at the floor, neck nice and flat. Are you ready? Nice and simple. I'm going to do it back to you. Little off course there. So the important thing is neck neutral, eyes looking at the floor, trying to get as balanced as we possibly can. And as you could see, when I lost that momentum, I dropped down. So the next one we're going to do is with our arms out in front, and this one I really like linking to CrossFitters because overhead positioning, okay? Even more so, we're going to try and get a little tighter into this streamlined position, okay? We really need to have good shoulder mobility, shoulder stability to come up into this overhead position with the arms extended, and once again the side view, everything is long, flat and neutral. I like to put my hands on top of each other, a little turtle, have a big breath. Making sure that I'm leaning through the chest. One more time. Is floating an important skill? It is when it comes to balance, body position. Later on when we work on some of these other skills, it's going to help you move better through the water. It's going to help you be more efficient. So starting at the start with flotation, body position, and getting it right. Remember, CrossFitters, triathletes, you need to work through the progressions to get better overall. You can't just jump in a swimming pool and work your butt off and expect to get better with volume. You need to work on the drills, you need to work on the skills to get better. Sweet as, let's swim.